Now, in your stand-up, especially the clip you sent me, you talk a lot about your family. I mean, how much of that is true? I mean, the joke that you do that I love, about your mother being 16 and your father being 24, and that he's been in prison before. Is that all true, or are you trying to play on kind of like what Americans think of stereotypical Colombians?
That's a very good question. And there's some jokes that I like. I would never do. My closing joke that I did in Colbert involves me interacting with a guy that's blocking my path at the airport while telling me go back to your country.
Yeah.
It didn't happen to me punctually, but it happened in my airplane as a lady was rushing to catch a connection to leave the country.
Yeah.
And the guy said, go back to your country. So that's true. For example, that's true. My mother became a grandmother at 38. Right?
Okay.
So she became a mom at 18.
Yeah.
So the 16, it's a slight exaggeration for comedic effect.
Yeah.
For comedic effect.
Yeah.
My grandfather has been shot at. My dad has been shot at. They grew up in towns that were hardcore, like the Wild West. And they've been to jail.
Okay.
So I think it's like whenever, like, even if your life fits a stereotype, the joke applies because it's you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to touch on that about some of the stuff that you said about that later. I want to get to, but I guess like going back to did your father do anything wrong to go to jail, or was it? I mean, kind of what we see is that Colombia's corrupt, and if you're on the wrong side of the law or whatever, that they can pretty much do what they want, kind of thing. Or was what did your dad go to prison for? Do you mind saying? Or
well, so my grandpa went to prison because he was playing pool with his best friend, and I think the best friend was, you like whatever points you make, you like you pick up your stick and then you count them.
Yeah.
On the thing, and I think he was stealing points, and my grandpa got really mad, and he whacked him with the pool cue.
Oh, jeez.
And the guy accidentally just like hit the wrong thing of the table, so he died.
Oh, wow.
And my grandpa went to jail.
Oh, wow.
For a couple of years for like involuntary manslaughter or something like that. And according to what my dad says, my grandpa very quickly established himself as somebody to be respected in jail.
Yeah, okay.
That's not even my dad's dad. That's my mom's dad. That my dad really respects.
Okay.
My dad actually got out of jail because he was friends with the guy who happened to be a director of the jail department for the whole state where my dad was.
Okay.
Jail.
Okay.
My dad was a humble farmer. He used to buy like lots and lots and lots of sacks of potatoes in his truck and drive them to Bogota.
Okay.
Drop them off at the market and then sit and drink with people.
Okay.
So then he started bringing back, somebody would be like, you're going to Capital City to deliver those potatoes? Bring me a pair of jeans. And they were like, sure, I'll bring you a pair of jeans. And they were like, bring me a knife. And then my dad just brought a knife. And then somebody was like, can you, because there's a lot of farmers. The farmers want to have their weapons to like protect their thing. I mean, that's what my dad told me. Who the fuck knows? You always do what you're doing. You're like, I'm doing it for a good reason.
Yeah.
It's a big lie. So somebody mentioned to my dad, is like, can you bring me like a gun or something? And my dad was like, I don't really know anybody. So fast forward, my dad is in the market in Bogota, just having his drinks while everybody unloads the truck before he leaves. It's like some dude wants a gun, and there was a cop.
Oh.
Yeah. And the cop goes like, I have access to plenty of guns. And my dad was like, really? Great. So then my dad started buying like gun by gun from this guy.
Yeah.
And he would bring them and sell them individually to the farmers who wanted to have their gun. Yeah. To protect their farm or whatever.
Yeah.
Years later, I'm talking, my dad was smuggled like a couple dozen weapons or something. The rebel fighters got caught in possession of some weapons that were traced back.
Oh, wow.
To the police armory. I don't know if that's a word in English.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is. Yeah.
The police armory where this motherfucker was just stealing them from the police and giving them to my dad. So then my dad was, I think he was accused of like terrorism or some bullshit.
Oh, wow.
And by the grace of God,
Mhm.
he was able to not go to jail.
That's good.
Right, but the joke goes back to
Yeah.
like, well, I'm definitely the first one that hasn't had to shoot a gun or for self-defense.
Yeah.
Or just like done something shady with guns.
Yeah.